Alagoas, the land of waters, of freedom, a paradise of seas, rivers, lakes and swamps. The land of waters, waters that reflect history, handicraft, folklore and a gastronomy of distinctive flavours. Alagoas, a paradise of waters that bathe, that generate wealth, of waters that generate life to feed other lives. Alagoas, a paradise of waters that cut through mountains, carve paths and create dreams. There are 430 kilometres of waters, 230 kilometres of coastline from north to south, from the salt of the sea to freshwater rivers, from transparent lagoons to muddy swamps, from light to dark, from green to blue. It's all water, it's all life. Alagoas is a state of spirit, and joyous days and parties at night. It's contemplating life, walking between Ponta Verde and Pachuçara, Alagoas of many waters. To the north, Alagoas has the coral coast, the food store of marine life with its natural swimming pools and protection areas for the manatee that can be found here in its struggle against extinction. In the Maragogi lagoons, tourists from all over the world have found peace and beauty in perfect harmony. From Guaxuma to Maragogi, natural beaches are mingled with fishing colonies and progress, which arrives filled with the spirit of preservation. We want economic growth, but within sustainable development, respecting our greatest heritage, nature, the nature of the seas, the rivers, and the nature of our people. The delightful trip along the north coast is even better when it acquires the flavour of the tapiocas, grudis de goma and beijus on the route through Riacho Doce, a few kilometres from the centre of Maceió. And further on, at the end of the trip, when you feel the sequilhos produced in the rustic hamlet of São Bento melt in your mouth. To the south, we'll discover the Costa dos Coqueirais, the sun-kissed Praia do Francês, the unequalled beauty of the Barra de São Miguel, the magical crossing to Gunga and the cliffs of Jacarecica do Sul. Movement and solitude side by side in the natural outlines that frame paradise. The Praia do Pepa, Coruripe, ecological sanctuaries, dunes and an enchanted landscape provide treats for our eyes. Oh, Alagoas, the paradise of the Velho Chico waters, the river named after a saint, which reveals the miracle of everyday riverside life, bathing the hopes of a people who, high water or low, are soothed by its waters. Velho Chico, so powerful, with the force of the waters that form in your canyons, the force of the Xingó that generates power. Alagoas, the paradise of waters, land of 17 lagoons, of Mundaú, of Manguaba, Lagoa de Jequiá, Lagoa do Nosso Sururu, of the Usa crab, Alagoas of lagoons, a paradise of waters. 27,731 square kilometres of history, handicraft, folklore and waters. Continuing the trend for development, the new Zumbi dos Palmares International Airport places Alagoas on the itinerary of the country's main tourist destinations. With a capacity for receiving more than 1.2 million passengers, this historic investment for the state is really causing tourism to take off. In addition to its usual flights, the airport already receives many international flights from different parts of the world each week. One of the most beautiful and modern in Brazil, the terminal has 4 departure ramps that allow direct access to the aircraft. A high-tech system controls everything from the air conditioning and lighting levels to the speed of the escalators and access to the restricted areas. It is also the first to have a co-generated energy system using natural gas. An airport that dignifies the natural beauty and hospitality of the people of Alagoas. The Maceio Cultural and Exhibition Centre has been open since last May, and the state has officially entered the business and events calendar. This undertaking is one of the major investments for expanding the local economy. With more than 48,000 square metres, the new convention centre is the newest in the northeast, designed with the most advanced support structure. It has 3 pavilions, with 2 food halls, 5 lecture rooms and a 1,300-seat theatre. The exhibition rooms can comfortably accommodate 2,300 seated people. Its modular structure is ideal for both small meetings and major events and promises to increase Alagoas' tourism industry by more than 50%. That's Alagoas. Nature and development side by side. Natural and historical beauty, joy and celebration. Alagoas, land of freedom, a paradise of all waters.